All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. This is Early Morning Crypto Talk. Bitcoin, Brandon from Los Angeles, California. We are inching closer to the new year coming up. It's upon us. Type in the chat box where you're listening in from. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Good morning, Nicholas from Sweden. Anthony Pinkston from Philly. Michael Williams. Brenda Abram from OKC. Lorna Vasquez from California. Elijah Morgan from Hercules, California. Jamar's Lopes. Good morning, good morning. Some of you guys are able to hear me live because you're on vacation right now. That's good. Good morning, Jacqueline, Florida. Good morning, Bridget from New Jersey. Now, as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get a return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What vehicle are you willing to use to make that happen? KGX. Make a decision, take action, and remain focused. Do not get distracted. There's so many things out there that can distract you in this space. Remember, you have limited resources. Not even Warren Buffett invests in every single Fortune 500 company. Now, following these rules is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the best that we can ask for. All right, so let me get screen share turned on and we can begin. I promise we're going to keep this short this morning. You guys enjoy your vacation. Or get back to your vacation. All right. First, let's take a look at the market. See, what is the market doing right now? And again, we see that Da Vinci guy was correct. Last week, he predicted that there would be a dead cat bounce on this last market correction, and that it would look like it was going to run up. And it did run up to 4,200, hit the wall, and now it came back down. Now it's hovering right below 3,800. Now the bottom wall is between 3,600 and 3,700. If it falls below 3,600, you're going to see this fall almost down to 2,000. I think so. I think he's right on that prediction. And he made a statement. He's got most of his assets sitting in Tether. And the moment it gets down to the 2,000, then he's going to move it back into Bitcoin. And he moved it into Tether when it was at $17,000 last year. So he didn't lose any of his wealth. Like most people that they rode Bitcoin all the way down from the top because they were holding long term. He moved it into Tether. So he maintained the wealth at 17K, and he's about to buy back into Bitcoin at 2,000 and then watch it run back up again. He thinks he'll get all the way up to 60,000. But he did say, I was watching a video of his yesterday, that he doesn't think it's going to get higher than 6,500 all of 2019. I don't know about that. I think it will get higher than that. But we'll see. But let's look at the market today. Let's refresh. How are you guys doing on your trading? Anybody been trading during the holiday season? I did a special Facebook Live in our KGX members group yesterday, and I showed the results of what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. I was able to do 18% on my money in a 7-day period, so that's not bad. Good morning, Barry White from Chicago. Eldridge visiting LA. Moshe Frazier from Philly. Hey, Barry, just a heads up. They that Chicago date, it might be pushed back into April. Wait, let me do a double check on this. Just so you know, and I will let you know what the final deal that they want to do is going to come up to. But they're looking at now April 19th and 20th for Chicago. Now that's pushing it for me. I've got April 19th and 20th for Chicago. The very next week is London. And then following that, May 3rd and 5th for our Vegas convention. So put that date down, Barry, and I'll let you know if that's for sure. April 19th and 20th, Chicago boot camp, Bitcoin boot camp. All right. Wow, my computer's still thinking here. We got crypto markets at 126 billion. We've lost maybe 3 billion over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is at 52.2%, which meant we lost those. Most of that loss came into the altcoins that pushed Bitcoin's dominance higher. I got to double check this. Let me do it on my other computer real quick just to make sure. This one's been moving slow on me this morning. Yeah, that's about accurate. Let's see. Best performers. Eternal Token is up 165%. Can we say pump and dump? Unless you guys have heard news that I have not about Eternal Token. DEX, 15%. Mobile Go, Komodo, Factum, Hypercash, Ethereum Classic's up 5%. That's the only top 20 coin. Stratus, 3%. Aux, Maker, 2%. Worst performers. Aurora, Crypto.com. Let's see, any top 20. Bitcoin Cash, down 4%. Anything else? Bitcoin SV, Ethereum is down -2%. PoonDX, Cardano, Basic Attention. So this looks pretty much flat today. Pretty much flatlined. If we take a closer look, let's see. Last price 37.19, 24-hour high 3,800, 24-hour low 3,600. See, I'm watching this number here. This thing drops below 3,600. I'm pulling everything out into Tether, and then I'm just gonna wait and watch it drop. It's gonna drop by another $1,000, and then I'm gonna move it back in. So I think based on my own research, my own theory, and then hearing what Da Vinci said kind of coincides. I think we're going to see Bitcoin go below 3,000 before we see it pop back up again. And I think if it does go below 3,000, you're going to see people, and I'm talking about normal crypto people, panicking like they never had before. You're going to see MSNBC, Bloomberg, and all the rest calling it the death of Bitcoin, which is interesting that they didn't say that about fiat currency in our economy. Because the month of December, especially when they say that the problem with Bitcoin is its volatility, December has been nothing but volatile in the stock market. We had the worst December since the Great Depression. 1 week was the worst trading week in like 40 years or something. Right before Christmas, we had the biggest drop in stock market ever, followed by after Christmas. Yesterday, we had the biggest rally in stock market history. If that's not volatile, I don't know what is. But they want to talk about crypto being volatile. So look at this. Dow futures plunge after Wednesday's record stock market rally. So let me give you this link. All right, Dow futures plunge. Now I'm on the West Coast. It's just 9:15 here, so I think I got up not too long ago, so I haven't turned on the TV, seen any of the news yet. The U.S. stock market doesn't look poised to extend Wednesday's record-setting after Christmas rally, with S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and Dow Jones Industrial Average futures all portending sharp declines on Thursday morning. On Wednesday, the three main prominent Wall Street indices had broken out of their recent slump to post major gains, bolstered by bullish data on holiday consumer spending, strong showings in the energy sector, and White House reassurances that Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell and U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin were not on the chopping block. Yet, I thought Trump was ready to start firing people. The Dow closed the day at 22,878, up more than 1,000 points to record its largest single-day gain in history. That's volatile to me. You just had a huge loss and then record-breaking gain, and then the next day we're going back into the losing sector again. Thursday's pre-market trading told a very different story, with Dow futures slipping more than 300 points, S&P futures down 1.61%, and NASDAQ 100 futures sliding by 1.5% as traders struggled to forecast a choppy stock market's near-term direction. You know what? I mean, that should be normal. It's just a bounce. It's just reacting, and as it starts to level off, it'll start to calm down a bit. But you can't go that low and then go that high and not have another soft cat or dead cat bounce. That's what this one is, that I think. 300-point gain is not going to go that much higher. It's not going to gain or lose all that 1,000 unless the White House does something that spooks the market again. We'll see. The day's still young. Following the opening bell, individual stocks getting battered included Viacom, Conagra, Campbell Soup, and American Airlines. JD.com, meanwhile, rallied 3.5% in response to a report that China-based internet giant will undergo a significant makeover. Many analysts argue that the Federal Reserve's response to the recent market correction could be key in determining whether stocks make a recovery during the first quarter of 2019. Signs of capitulation by institutional investors are creating a window of opportunity for equity markets into first quarter, assuming the Fed reacts to market stress. JP Morgan analyst Nicholas Panigritsoglu said in a note to clients excerpted by CNBC, if such dovish shift does not materialize and the yield curve inversion fails to improve, any equity rally in first quarter will most likely be short-lived. So we're in this for quite a while. And that's the stock market. I'm not even talking about the crypto market. What'll be interesting is how the crypto market reacts to that, or the people that are pulling their money out of the stock market will they use cryptos like they use gold as a hedge against it for the safe zone? So this is interesting. Let's talk about the year in review for 2018 as we are now approaching a brand new year, 2019. I think that 2019 is going to be one of those pivotal years for most people, either positive or negative. I don't think this is one of those years that if you sit on the sidelines and just keep your head down and focused on, going to work every day and not being bothered with politics, stocks, cryptos, I don't think you're going to be able to avoid this 2019. I think every single person is going to be impacted by one way or another. And the best thing that you can do is engage yourself so that you can determine how this new year is going to impact you. I don't think you're going to be able to sit on the sidelines. And we only have, in my opinion, at least 1 year left before crap really hits the fan. All indicators suggest we will be going into a recession by 2020. JP Morgan Chase has 80% chance we will be in a recession by 2020. The White House is preparing to go into an election year and figuring out a strategy on how to do so in the midst of a recession. So there is no escaping this. Year in review, 2018's top cryptocurrency stories. So let me put this in the chat box. Hey, good morning, Shane West and Gina Muhammad. After an intense 2017, filled with cryptocurrency market spikes, the following year was loaded with letdowns as a great majority of digital assets plunged well over 80% in value since their all-time highs. 2018 was also filled with lots of headlines about digital currency regulation, exchange hacks, and postponed exchange-traded funds. It's safe to say that 2018 was the exact opposite of 2017. That's true. As far as the year-over-year cryptocurrency market price changes. On December 31st, 2017, the top 10 market cap and the prices of each coin were vastly different than today. The top 5 coins had considerably more fiat value at the time, with Bitcoin Core trading for $13,170 per coin, Ripple $2.12, Ethereum $721, Ripple was at $2.12. You guys understand that importance? Hold on, I had to pause on that, because if you look at Ripple right now, I'll show you the price of Ripple right now, 36 cents. Those of you involved in green, I just want to use this as an example. This is why, I tell this, green is a long-term project, not short-term riches. Got to look at it like Bitcoin. Look at it like Ripple. Imagine this, and as a disclaimer, because I know lawyers are listening to me every time I mention about green, I am not a green representative. I do not work for green. I do not have inside information about green. I am only speculating based on what other coins have done in the past. So if green hits the exchange at 2 cents, the amount of coins you have is what's important. If you've got a couple million coins and it hits the exchange at 2 cents, you can do the math. Now, I have a prediction as well. And this is my own prediction. Depending on when green hits the exchange, I believe that immediately it's going to have a jump. I don't know how long it lasts. It may be 24, 48 hours, or even a week. Maybe a week, because it's gonna take that much time for those people that have not been plugging in, don't know what to do when they get their green wallet, don't know how to move it onto the exchanges. It's gonna take them a week to figure that out. So you're just gonna have an instant increase and then it's going to have a massive sell-off. So it will go from 2 cents up, and then it's going to drop down below 2 cents. Probably with the amount of coins, 0.008, 0.005, half a penny or something. And it'll sit there for maybe a month or so. Also, depending on what the entire coin market cap does, this number here. You'll start to see the coin rise again, not based on the project itself, because we've had nothing but good news in 2018 about the crypto market and the crypto projects and infrastructure. It's been a record-breaking year for crypto, but that has not moved the price because the market's being manipulated. So when this number rises, so will the value of the green coin. It's like when you put water into a river, when it rises, all boats rise with the tide. So I'm just giving you, and this is not 100% confirmed, I'm just giving you my experience, seeing this happen over and over and over and over and over again, multiple times. You're going to see an initial bump. You're going to see what looks like a crash, and then you're going to see a steady rise long term. So with Ripple at 36 cents, when this market cap gets back above 400 billion, 500 billion, you're going to see Ripple start to rise closer to the $1, $1.20, $1.50, which means you see green rise that. So if you've done your calculation at 2 cents with a green coin with a couple million coins, what do you think that will happen if that was at $1.20 per coin? It might take a year for that to happen. So don't sell all your coins the moment it comes out, which some of you are going to do. And you're going to kill yourself later about it. Anyways, just wanted to show that example. It's at 36 cents now. But it was at $2 this time last year. So Ripple, $2, Ethereum, $721, Bitcoin Cash was at $2,459. Cardano was at 69 cents. I remember this. I remember looking at the market like that, and we was like, whoa. Look at Bitcoin by itself, had a market cap of 220 billion by itself. Right now it's 66 billion. When I first bought Bitcoin, I think its market cap was 17 billion. It was getting close to 20 billion. That was back in like 2016. So if you're looking at it year over year, it looks like this year has been a loss. But when you compare it to the previous 9 years, not counting 2017, 2018 will look like a complete huge gain based on 2009 to 2016. We are triple what it was in 2016. So always pull that microscope back. No, don't be afraid to do that. Like when you look at the 5-minute chart, well, if you pull it back 24 hours, you see something a little different. You see a pattern. Pull it back 2 days, pull it back 4 days, you get a bigger picture here. You pull it back a week, what about all? It'll allow me to do that without thinking too much. But when you pull that microscope back, you'll see it's been on nothing but an upward trajectory. Look at this. From beginning all the way to December 17th, 2017. And then it started bouncing, market correction down. And it's going to flatline for a bit. Then you're going to see it spike up, and it's going to be higher than this spike. Nothing but an upward trajectory. So if you eliminate this year, 2017, and you go from 2016, and then drop on 2018, we're good. I like that, Shane. When in doubt, zoom out. That's kind of how it is in life as well. I know as we're coming up on the end of the year and everybody's ready to make their New Year's resolutions, and you're feeling the pain of where you currently are right now, and you're looking to make changes. One of the most difficult things to do is not make a permanent decision to a short-term problem. Pull that microscope back a bit. Always remember that the older you are right now, you've been through so much in life, yet you've come through all of it. There's no reason why whatever you're going through right now, you're also not going to come through it. But you got to be careful with your decisions. Don't make long-term decisions based on a short-term problem. Pull that microscope back a bit. All right. Getting prepared. I'm going to be doing our year-end, The Secret, this coming Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We'll be posting the telephone number for that later on. I only do it once a year, and I'm not going to do it live this time because I was looking at my archive and realized the last, I think, 2 years I did it live and it didn't record onto YouTube, so I'd have to go back through Facebook to find those. Last one I think I found was 2014. All right, so throughout the entire year, all of the biggest coins by market valuation have lost more than 3/4 of their net worth since December 2017. The entire ecosystem's market valuation saw an all-time high of more than $500 billion. Wait a minute, that's not true. It was more than that. It got all the way up to almost $1 trillion, over 900 billion. And today that metric is just above 100 billion. This part's not true. All-time high was, more than $500 billion, but really it was almost at $1 trillion. Throughout most of January and February, talks of digital currency regulation began to heighten across the globe. These 2 months in particular saw a lot of regulatory discussions stemming from South Korea. Headlines deriving from Korean government officials were so frequent and very similar to the countless People's Bank of China ban announcements in the past. At the end of January 2018, for the first time ever, a South Korean court ruled that Bitcoin has economic value. Moreover, the country introduced a nationwide cryptocurrency account system, which banned the anonymous trading of digital assets in South Korea. In addition to all the news about South Korea, the Japanese exchange CoinCheck was compromised for $400 to $534 million worth of cryptocurrency NEM on January 26th. While digital asset proponents witnessed yet another historic exchange hack, the platform's loss didn't affect markets that much. That should have been another sign, because if the market was not being manipulated, something like that would have manipulated the market if it was left alone. I missed that sign back then, but I did say in January that I believed the market was being manipulated, and but I didn't pick up. That should have been a sign that how do you, one of the largest exchanges, loses $500 million and the market didn't affect that much? 2017, every time somebody got hacked, the market moved. Another hack took place this past April when the Indian cryptocurrency exchange CoinSecure's wallet was breached for $2.7 million worth of Bitcoin. At the time, the company blamed its CSO for playing a role in the incident. Last September, Indian law enforcement filed charges against a few suspects and explained that an insider had helped facilitate the crime. 2018's first quarter saw the beginning of the big initial coin offering having lots of troubles with special agencies like the SEC and the CFTC. One of the first busts last year was when the Texas Department of Banking Commissioner issued a cease and desist order to an alleged decentralized cryptocurrency bank. The BitShares connected Arise Bank was one of the first of many ICOs that started having troubles with the law. In February, the cryptocurrency community had learned that 46% of 2017 ICOs had already failed. All year long, there have been numerous crackdowns throughout the world specifically targeting ICO operations. U.S. regulators charged music producer DJ Khaled, and Floyd Mayweather this past November for failing to disclose payments they took for ICO promotion. Remember, Money Mayweather was starting to call himself Crypto Mayweather? That was very, very short-lived. Maduro's Petro. Another interesting story this year was the introduction of the world's first state-issued cryptocurrency in Venezuela. Well, no one's really sure if the Petro works yet, but all year long, Venezuela's president, Nicolas Maduro, has touted the benefits of the oil-backed token. This past November, the Ministry for Communication and Information enacted a new law which established the Petro for commercial transactions inside the country. Further, just recently, Maduro raised the Petro's price from 3,600 to 9,000 bolivars. The entire world has been watching the Venezuelan people suffer from economic hardships, while Maduro and fellow associates toy around with a so-called multi-asset-backed cryptocurrency created in secrecy. Delayed institutional trading products. Even though markets dumped all year long, cryptocurrencies did see a lot of institutional interest this year. Crypto advocates will remember patiently waiting for a US-based ETF approval once again in 2018. Back in July, the CBOE filed an application for a BTC-based ETF that will be tethered to the VanEck Solid X Bitcoin Trust. The same month, the SEC postponed its decision concerning 5 Bitcoin-related ETFs filed by the New York Stock Exchange. This was the case throughout all of 2018, as Bitcoin ETFs were delayed all year long. U.S. regulators had also asked for public opinion concerning CBOE's ETF filing and received an overwhelming response. On December 6th, the SEC delayed its decision again and explained it will decide on the fate of the VanEck Solid X Bitcoin ETF in February 2019. Moreover, Bitcoiners have been waiting for the backed Bitcoin daily futures contract. I'm not going to make any speculations on that because I don't know. It can go either way. It should go positive for the community. But we all thought that the CBOE and the CME last year would also go positive for the community, and they did the opposite. So I'm just going to wait and see what happens. But the backed daily futures contracts offered by the Intercontinental Exchange, which was supposed to start trading this month, but the product was delayed. Right now, it's looking at January 27th. So put that day down on your calendar. You're going to see some movement in the market one way or the other around that time. The Bitcoin Cash network had an interesting year, to say the least, as it underwent 2 forks in 2018. The first fork in the spring was quite successful, resulting in a bunch of new features like re-enabled opcodes and a 32 MB block size increase. Since the upgrade, BCH saw a huge influx of development, including many new applications like Memo.cash, BlockPress, JoyStream, Marco Coino, CoinFunder, Akari, Telescope, Simple Ledger Protocol, Wormhole, and more. In the first week of September, the Bitcoin Cash network processed millions of transactions on a daily basis during a week-long stress test. On September 1st, BCH miners confirmed 2 million plus transactions in 24 hours, and statistics showed that the BCH chain had processed 85,835 TX per hour and 23.8 TX per second. However, after the stress test, the planned hard fork for November 15th became contentious, and the fork resulted in a blockchain split. After gaining the most proof of work and a majority of the infrastructure support, the Bitcoin ABC side of the fork was rewarded with the BCH ticker, and the other network's ticker is listed as BSV across global exchanges. The BCH community is steadily moving on from the split, and the decentralized cryptocurrency saw a 140% increase in value over the last week. In 2019, the crypto landscape is sure to be interesting. Most crypto markets have done much better during the end of this December, and many enthusiasts are curious about what next year will bring. Of course, most cryptocurrency supporters believe the long haul will pay off in the end, and there will always be some hurdles along the way. There was a whole lot of other interesting events in 2018 and 19. It's sure to be just as intriguing. One thing is for certain. No matter what year it is, there's never a dull day in Bitcoin land. Yeah, that's true. kind of like the presidency. You never know what you're going to get when you wake up that morning. But I'll tell you this, though. There's a lot of stuff that they left out that was major. Like most of the critics from 2017 became proponents in 2018. Jamie Dimon, for example, the banks, all trying to ban and hold people back from accounts in 2017. Then it's revealed that they have multiple patents out on blockchain technology. You have Warren Buffett and Bill Gates running their mouth all year, or the first half of the year, against crypto. Like Bill Gates forgot in 2014, he said Bitcoin can't be stopped. And then only to find out that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is investing billions behind blockchain tech. Billions. Same with Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett. Now, he is not investing directly into Bitcoin or crypto per se. He's investing in the fintech companies running off of blockchain technology. Then he just says rat poison squared. And when somebody as anal as he is, very specific, makes a move, he doesn't do so just because out of whim. I guess I'll try it out. He researches it thoroughly. That's why I'm convinced all of these critics in the Bitcoin and the billionaires against Bitcoin, they understand and believe in the technology more than everybody else. They say one thing and do something else. That's all. You never listen to what they say. Follow what they do. We saw huge institutional movements in this space. Like I said, it's been nothing but good news for the infrastructure. I saw a huge difference between the London Blockchain Expo in last April and the Blockchain Expo in Santa Clara last month. Huge difference. We also saw a lot of the retail investors, aka all the broke people, drop out of crypto. Same clowns on Facebook you saw running their mouths in 2017 were quiet in 2018, moving on to other things, doing Forex, real estate, everything else underneath the sun. But not crypto. They're not talking. And those same people, they made money in crypto, but they were never educated in crypto. They didn't know what to do when the market goes down. That's why education is so important. What else did we see that took place? And we saw global politics, geopolitics. A lot of the countries out there that's competing with Washington, accepting crypto or looking into create their own crypto coins and own network so that they can buy, sell goods without using the US dollar, so that they can avoid United States sanctions. We saw at the IMF, Christine Lagarde come out and say that the new world's global currency shouldn't be the US dollar anymore. It's going to be a crypto coin. We've seen a lot of countries starting to look into and already creating their own local coin. Like the United States will have the Fed coin, Canada, the CAD coin. The Estonia has their own coin. France is looking into it. Iran, Russia, the ruble coin. Let's see, what else? Other major news. Even some that might not be seen as major, but are. Market correction. It was just that, a market correction this year. Getting ready for the future. So I can go on and on because I do this twice a day. So we are, if you're listening to us and you're part of our KGX community, you are informed about what's going on in this space. And even though I do 2 crypto talks a day, that's still not enough. I still read articles by myself now because I have to, because I can't keep up. So much stuff, so much information. But this is a year for education. 2019 is going to be the year you put that education to use. You can be, based on what you do over the next couple of months, will set you up for the rest of the year. Whether you're going to end the year, not 2019, having the best Christmas ever, or you're going to end 2019 worried about what the future holds going into 2020 with the economy on the brink of disaster and collapse. You're going to see record number of layoffs and job firings. This time around, there's not going to be businesses and banks too big to fail because the government doesn't have the resources to bail them out like they did in 2008. We are in for a storm. A storm is coming, but that's not the end. As Jim Rohn states, his goal was to build a financial wall so high around his family that nothing can penetrate it. And when you do that, it doesn't matter who the president is, it doesn't matter what the economy is doing, you're going to be okay. That's why KGX teaching you this skill set, how to make money in crypto when the market goes up, when the market goes down, how to invest, how to trade by yourself so that your money's making money for you. The biggest challenge, and on my, I write things down on my list for 2019 that I have circled real big, is making sure that I will end the year of 2019 with enough resources at my disposal that I will never need a job, a company, an organization, because I have the skill set to take that money and not pull it out to pay bills or live off of. But that is my employee. My money works for me, and I'm able to make money off of my own money without having to recruit anybody, without having to rely on any company, any organization, what the market's doing, whether it's going up or down. That's the key right there. You need to have the resources to do so. I'm talking about $500,000. So with that, I look forward to 2019. And this Sunday, I will be doing my crypto talk, not crypto talk, my New Year's, the secret mindset training call. And I'll put the number in the chat box here, since you guys are already on, you can get it first. Also, heads up, you know, we're 30 days away literally from the Seattle boot camp. We're going to have the information on how to get your tickets up within the hopefully the next 24, 48 hours. Tomorrow we have an update call. Oh, let me put this number, 712-432-0075, PIN 865-707, pound, 9 p.m. Eastern, Sunday. So tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, we also have our KGX update call. An email will go out, so you'll have the link just like last Friday. So that's gonna make sure you're plugging in for that one. And then we're getting geared up and getting ready for 2019. So thank you guys for listening. If there's any major news tonight, I will be back tonight for Late Night Crypto Talk. If not, then don't expect to see me. I do this twice a day, tentatively. You know, it doesn't happen every day, but more than likely I'm on twice a day. Just keep looking at my YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell button so that you'll get a notification when I do go live. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy holidays to all of you from myself and also from KGX. We'll see you all next time. God bless. Bye-bye.